Hey guys, I've been tagged by the lovely Emma from Lions and Tigers and Books to do the Divergent Faction tag. This is her original tag, it's very cool. So I'm just going to jump straight into it and here we go. Okay, so we're going to follow the factions. First one, Abnegation, the selfless. Question 1, a book that you have recommended recently to someone. I recommended Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas very recently. I'm in love with this book, I'm in love with this series. I cannot recommend this enough to everyone. Honestly, if you have not read this, you need to. Okay, number 2 is a grey book. Just about one of the only grey books I own is A Dance with Dragons by J.R.R. Martin. Now we move on to Dauntless faction, my favourite faction. A book that has a brave main character. There's a lot of books for me to pick from that, but I decided to pick Feed by Myra Grant. This is based in a zombie sort of setting, and the main character Georgia is just so brave. She deals with so much in this book, and she's one of my favourite protagonists that I've read about. I really, honestly, read it. Okay, and then second question to go with this faction is a black book that you own. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Still haven't read this yet, which is awful, but what a pretty cover. I know it's got some red and golden as well, but it's mostly black. Third faction, Erudite? I can't even say that, that's terrible. The Intelligent, anyway, we'll go with that. A book that you learned a lot from. The Profession of Violence, The Rise and Fall of the Cray Twins by John Pearson. There's some interesting stories in here that taught me a lot. It's a very intriguing book. Next, a blue book. I know I have this in like every video. I love this book so much, and I wish it had a bigger fandom. I wish more people would talk about this book. I don't think they understand how good it is. And Holly Black, if you watch this video, there needs to be a sequel. There needs to be. You can't just leave me with that. The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black is amazing standalone, and it's one of my favourite vampire books that I've ever read. Okay, next faction, Amity, the Peaceful. A book that makes you feel good. Love Rosie by Cecilia Ahern. Such a cute story, so cute. It's all written in letters, emails and text messages. It's a beautiful romance, so cute. A red or yellow book, or a red and yellow book. Last Sacrifice by Rochelle Mead. Last book in the Vampire Academy series. Next faction, Candor, Candor the Honest. A book you honestly hate that everyone else loves and you don't understand why. I'm gonna get so much crap for this. Vampire Academy, Blood Promise by Rochelle Mead. I hated this. It was so predictable and it took so long, and I'm sorry, I'm really sorry that everyone else likes it and I just don't. Okay, next for Candor is a black and white book. Anna Dressed in Blood by Candor Blake. It's about a boy who hunts ghosts. It's pretty cool. Okay, and finally we have the Factionless. So pick a book that has a mixture of genres. I picked Cress. Well, I was going to pick Cinder, but I don't have the actual book. So Cinder by Marissa Meyer, or The Lunar Chronicles, because it is a mixture of sci-fi, fantasy and humour and romance, and there's just so much. It caters to everyone. It's such a great series. I love them so much. I still actually have to read Chris. That'll be on my TBR. And finally, which faction would you choose to be in? I think I would pick Dauntless to be in. I'd like to say it's for you know, reasons like I'm a really active person and things like that, but really it's because of the coolest faction. It is, by far. And leather clad, jumping off the train. Yeah, it's my type of faction. Okay, so now I'm going to be tagging Arya Mia from The Life Geek, and I'm going to be tagging Temecka from Life of a Bibliophile. Everyone mentioned in this video, I will leave their links down below to their channels. Go and check them out.